अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। एक बार फिर मैं तांतरे सर के साथ यहाँ पे आपके सामने। हमने पिछली बार एक प्रॉब्लम ली थी जेईई एडवांस में जो आई है, वो प्रॉब्लम ये है, इसका हमें टाइम पीरियड देखना था और सर ने आपको बोला था कि इसकी दो फ्रीक्वेंसीज होगी, मतलब कि ये सिस्टम दो तरीकों से ऑसिलेट होगा, तो दो तरीकों से इसका आंसर हम निकाल सकते हैं। तो सर आज स्टार्ट करेंगे वो दूसरा तरीका जो सर आप
तो पहले मैं आपको वो पहला तरीका जो था वो बताना चाहूंगा जो हमने ऑलरेडी किया है कि टू मास विल ऑसिलेट लाइक दिस अपोजिट टू ईच अदर। तो उसका मैंने फ्रीक्वेंसी और टाइम पीरियड निकाल कर दिया था और साथ में मैंने ये भी कहा था कि इट हैज़ वन मोर पॉसिबल मोड ऑफ ऑसिलेशन, इट हैज़ वन मोर पॉसिबल फ्रीक्वेंसी विद विच इट कैन ऑसिलेट। तो वो मैंने आपसे पूछा था करने के लिए, लेकिन किसी ने कमेंट सेक्शन में बताया नहीं। और कुछ
बच्चों ने पूछा था,
कुछ बच्चों ने पूछा है कि वो भी करके दीजिए, तो वो भी इन ए वेरी शॉर्टेस्ट पॉसिबल वे। Basically, it can oscillate like this, opposite to each other, or it can oscillate like this in the same direction. जब ये same direction में oscillate करेगा, तब क्या होगा? Suppose it is pushed to the right side. It is pushed to the right side by x, and this is also pushed to the right side by x. Means it will oscillate like this. It will go like this, and it will come like this. So when these two masses are pushed in the same direction, this gets compressed, this gets compressed, this gets stretched. When the system goes like this, when the system goes to the right, it gets compressed, it gets stretched. But these two springs their length will remain the same because it goes like this. The length of these two springs remain the same. Therefore, these two springs will not create any force. They will create force only when they will get compressed or they will get stretched. But if we oscillate them like this, यूं ऐसे करके या ऐसे करके, जो इन दो मास के दरमियान जो डिस्टेंस है, जो स्प्रिंग का जो लेंथ है, that remains constant. As such, it will not create any force. When these two springs will not create any force.
Here जो ये बीच वाली springs है, this system will move like this.
Yes.
So the distance between these two masses, or I can say the stretch between in these two springs will be zero.
That will be zero.
They will oscillate like this and like this.
So the length between these two will remain constant. As such, the spring will neither stretch nor they will compress in between. So that means this system and this system will get isolated because there is no force in between. So we can separate the two systems like this.
Another.
M and M, because in between there is no force. So these two systems, this spring and this spring and this mass and this, they will get isolated from each other, segregated.
It will behave like free end now.
The force within these two, it will be zero.
Yes.
It will not be acting at all. So again, the problem is solved within no time. The time period will be 2 pi root of m by k. Or frequency will be 1 by 2 pi root of iska ulta k by m. That's the answer. So I will again explain. The middle two springs, there will be no stretch, no compression, neither compression nor stretch. So as such, they will not create any force. So this system on the right side and system on the left, they will get segregated from each other, and in between the two springs will not act. As such, it will be the problem will be separated like this, and you will separate the time period of this and separate the time period of this. They will be the same frequency, will be the same frequency. That's all.
Sir, here arises a question. Suppose, sir, right now you have taken the stretch in both the springs x. That means in both the springs the stretch is the compression or extension is x. Same.
Yes.
But if anyhow the case arises here in this spring there is x1 and there is x2 extension or compression. Means, sir, in these two springs, if there is different extension or compression, then
in that case what will happen?
What will happen?
Okay. Ramesh sir says, if we are giving x1 extension to this and x2 extension to this, that means there will be a net extension in between the two masses. That will be a transient state. Initially, if you give different extensions to this mass and this mass, and there may be a net extension, net stretch of the two springs in between, that is possible. But that's the initial stage that you are doing it. But finally, they will synchronize with each other, and finally they will agree with each other in a steady state, and they will oscillate with the same amplitude because of the symmetry of the case. It is not K1 and K2 and K3 and K4. It is K here, K here, K here, and K here. Therefore, finally they will oscillate with the same amplitude. Initially, if you make them to oscillate with the different amplitudes, but finally in the steady state situation, they will oscillate with the same amplitude. That is
so the concept is, sir, अगर इन दोनों springs को different stretch कराना है तो हमें forcefully वो करना पड़ेगा. That will be forced oscillation. But जब हम उसको छोड़ेंगे तो it will synchronize and ये
finally with the
same amplitude, तो same stretch रहेगा.
Same stretch रहेगा दोनों में, यहाँ और यहाँ, और these two springs in between, they will get deactivated in a way. They will get non-functional, and finally we can simulate, or we can remodel the problem like this. This spring and this spring, they get separated, and you can write
this method is quite easy to solve.
Easy. Yes. It is quite straightforward. It is based on physics. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you so much, sir. तो थैंक यू सो मच बच्चों. इसी तरह इन नेक्स्ट वीडियो हम एक और JEE एडवांस की प्रॉब्लम लेंगे, वो मैं आपको यहाँ पे सॉल्व कराऊंगा. और आगे मैं और नजीर तांतरे सर एक और प्रॉब्लम लाएंगे, बहुत ही अच्छी प्रॉब्लम जिसको हम सिंपल वे में सॉल्व करके दिखाएंगे. थैंक यू सो मच.